Today, we are diving into the world of Slog3, the Sony picture profile that unlocks incredible color grading potential. But here's the thing, a lot of folks think that it's super complicated, but that is not true. In fact, with a few key tips, you can master Slog3 and elevate your footage like a pro. Regular video profiles capture images in a linear way, imagine a straight line. And that's how the camera records highlights and shadows. Slog3, however, uses a special log curve. Think of it like a compressed version of that line, squeezing in tons of details in the highlights and the shadows. This gives you more information to play with it in post-production, where the magic happens. With Slog3, your footage might look flat and dull on the camera screen, but that's totally normal. It captures all the extra detail, but it needs color grading to unlock its full potential. Exposing to the right is key for Slog3. Use your camera's zebras, those striped lines, as a guide. Set your zebras to custom and lower limit to 94 in the settings. Slog3 has a video signal limit of 94, so these ensure you to capture all the highlights detail without clipping the image. The second tip is to nail your white balance. Accurate white balance is essential for natural looking colors in post-production. Also, if you are using an 8-bit camera like me, it's very hard to correct in post, so it's a lot better to nail it in camera. Use a white balance card or a reliable in-camera settings to ensure your color translates correctly during color grading. While Slog3 work wonders, 8-bit cameras capture less color information compared to more expensive cameras. This means there might be some bending in your final video, especially in areas with smooth color gradings like sunsets, for example. But don't worry, it's completely manageable. We just need to not stretch too much the saturation, and if the situation goes out of hand, you can always use some tools and a slight color adjustment in post to minimize the bending. Slog3 is a gamma curve, so it's responsible of getting information about darkness and light. Colors live in another magical dimension called, you guessed it, color space. Think of color space as a language your color speaks. To get the most out of Slog3 footage, we use a different color space than your final video. And while our screens show us images in Rec. 709 space, we use a larger color space to record more data, in this case S-Gamut 3 Cine, a color space used for S-Log and 8-bit cameras. In post-production we can use a powerful tool called Color Space Transform in DaVinci Resolve, or use some LUTs in other editing software. This tool acts like an interpreter, translating the Slog3 language into the standard Rec. 709 color space, ensuring your colors display correctly. But if you are struggling to achieve the perfect look in post with some weird color cast or bending, don't panic. You can still use an S-Log curve, but instead change the color space to Rec. 709. By following these simple steps, expose to the right, nail the white balance, and use the color space transform in post, you will be well on your way to create stunning cinematic footage with Slog3. But remember, practice makes perfect, so grab your camera, shoot some Slog3 video and have fun grading. If you have any question about Slog3 or color grading, leave a comment below and let's chat. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more filmmaking tips. See you next time!